gentlemen, please remove your hats. And everyone please stand for our national anthem being sung by Miss Maria Finelli Vento.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated.
Good afternoon. I'm Dr. James Surrency, Board of Trustee for Florida Gateway College, representing Gilchrist County. Ms. Suzanne Norris, our board chair, was unable to be at the ceremony this afternoon. It's an honor on behalf of the Board of Trustees, the president, the faculty, staff of Florida Gateway College, and the guests on the platform to welcome you to the 2019 spring commencement. First, let me introduce everyone on the platform, starting on the back row from my right is Mr. Trey Johnson, Student Government Association President, Mr. John Cole, Student Speaker, Mr. Brian Sanga, 2019 Distinguished Alumnus, Dr. Brian Dobson, Vice President of Academic Affairs and Mace Bearer, Ms. Michelle Holloway, Vice President, Business Services, Sharon Best, Executive Director of Human Resources. On our front row, Ms. Renee Allen, Union County Board of Trustees, Dr. Lawrence Barrett, President, Florida Gateway College, Ms. Catherine McInnes, Dixie County Board of Trustees, and Mr. David Crawford, Baker County Board of Trustees. Our welcome speech today is delivered by Trey Johnson, the Florida Gateway College Student Government Association President. Please welcome Trey Johnson at this time. Trey?
Thank you all. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is with great honor that I welcome our esteemed guests, the graduating class of 2019. Thank you both for coming and making this day memorable for all of our wonderful graduates. As a fellow graduate today, cannot be more meaningful to me. I know I speak not only for myself when I say that as we cross this stage, we are not only getting our degree, but entering a whole new chapter of our lives. Through our own trials and tribulations, we have learned both about our majors and ourselves in equal value. I have full confidence that as we move forward every day, we will make the world a better place and show everyone just how wonderful the students of FGC truly are. Thank you.
So good to look out and see all the happy smiles and the happy faces of the graduates. And when I look out again, I see happy faces of parents, grandparents, and family members. This afternoon, I'm introducing a speaker, and John Cole, and he's our student speaker this afternoon. John was raised in Lake City. His family ancestors have lived here since Lake City was called Alligator. Every day you learn something. I did not know that Lake City was called Alligator. John is currently finishing his 19th year as a teacher and currently teaches Agri-Science Foundations and Horticulture Certification courses at CHS. He preaches at New Horizon Church of Christ and has proudly been serving as preacher for 52 years. He is married and has 3 stepchildren, 1 son, 4 grandchildren, and 1 great-grandson. He proudly explains, "I am the father of a grandfather." Let's welcome Mr. Cole.
Welcome, class of 2019. Thank you, Director Joseph Peterson, Dr. Jennifer Price, Florida Gateway Board of Trustees, and Dr. Lawrence Barrett for giving me the honor and the privilege of speaking today. I also would like to thank my students that came with me, my sister and brother-in-law for my support group, and they inspire me and keep me grounded. I know you're wondering who's the old guy and why is he speaking? Maybe one reason is that I've been a student of this institution of higher learning for 50 years. I've been through 3 name changes as a student, Lake City Junior College and Forest Ranger School, then Lake City Community College, and finally Florida Gateway College. I guess you could say I'm a slow learner, but I'm just a continuing learner. I started here in 1969 and I graduated in 1971 with an AA degree. I returned in 1998 and 1999 to take some courses so that I could graduate from St. Leo's with a Bachelor of Arts in elementary education. Then I started taking courses in 2017 and 18, and today I graduate with a Horticulture and Advanced Horticulture certification. In the last months of 1999 and early in January 2000, I had to pass the math portion of the class test. I'd flunked it 3 times, the last by 3 points. On a Saturday that January, I worked 3, 4, 500 algebra and math geometry problems, practicing so that I could pass. That night, I had a cerebral aneurysm. I had to have brain surgery to stop the bleeding, and while I was in the hospital, I got bacterial meningitis. I had a stroke that left me unable to talk clearly. I lost my taste for a while, and I had a permanent partial loss of hearing. 28 days later, I was released to home health care, and when I was released from them, I was able to drive, so I drove out here to the math lab. I watched videos, but I was too weak to be able to watch them while I was here, so the college fixed it for the first time that I was able to check them out and take them home. I passed the math portion by 20 points. Now the question is, did I pass because of what the math lab did, or did it take brain surgery for me to pass the math? I like to think it was the math lab that helped me. I told you all this to say this. For my 50 years as a student at this college, it has one thing besides academics that is unique and very special, and that is it's a serving college and it cares for its students. It's an oasis in the desert. It is a safe harbor from a storm at sea. It is a safe place of refuge. It is a light of learning and serving. It is a home for families that want to learn. Fellow graduates, you are the smartest and most advanced graduates that have ever been through this college. You are here and you made it and you did it. Today I want to share with you something that my father taught me. He was a police officer in Lake City when there was only 2 police officers. When I was learning to drive, he told me that if you're in a hurry to get around Lake City, always go where you can turn right. It still works. I have taken that advice and have applied it to my life, and I want you to have it. When you're at a stop sign, a red light, or an obstacle in your life, turn right. Stop means stop, but don't let anything stop you from reaching your goals, hopes, and dreams, no matter if it takes 50 years. You can lose everything in life. You can lose your job, your home, your family members, financial security, and health. But once you have it, you can never lose your education. You got it, and you have it. As you face the future, embrace it, learn from it, run toward it, and always challenge yourself to learn something new every day. Remember that a stop sign means turn right, and in 20 years, when I'm 87, I might be able to be back out here taking memory courses or something like that. God bless you, each and every one of you, and God bless Florida Gateway College. Congratulations, class of 2019.
I am honored to introduce to you the 2019 Florida Gateway College Alumnus of the Year, Brian Skenga. Brian received his first post-secondary degree in 1988 with a BA in economics from the University of Florida. He then earned his Juris Doctorate in 1991 from the University of Florida College of Law. We recognize him today because more than 20 years after earning that law degree, Mr. Skenga graduated from Florida Gateway College, summa cum laude, in 2013 with his Associate of Science degree in the Physical Therapy Assistant Program. After years of operating a successful law practice, Brian and his wife Melinda decided to open an outpatient physical therapy practice in Lake City. Brian would continue to work in the law practice and Melinda would run Pro Motion Therapy. For 4 years, the practice grew. And the Skengas decided Brian would work full-time operating the practice's office. In order to understand better what his wife's job entailed, he decided to go back to school. Since his graduation, the promotion practice allied itself with physical therapy and balance centers. In 2016, the Skenga Center was awarded Growth Practice of the Year, and this year is nominated for Nationwide Practice of the Year. Brian is very active in the community, serving as the former president of the Lake City Kiwanis Club, and he still volunteers with Kiwanis Club Kid Day and other events sponsored by the club. On Brian's time at Florida Gateway College, he said, "I thought after going through law school and passing the bar exam that a 2-year degree was going to be a piece of cake. But what I found was that the PTA program was extraordinarily challenging and tough. I can say FGC did a tremendous job preparing me for the physical therapy business." Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Brian Skenga.
Well, thank you. Thank you for those very kind words. It's hard to follow the speech that just came before me. But I want to begin this by us all taking a brief moment of silence to honor those students at the University of North Carolina, Charlotte, who lost their lives earlier this week. I'd like to say thank you to President Larry for giving me the honor of this humbling experience. I am truly humbled to be here before all of you. He told me originally I only had 6 minutes. Kind of joked around and told everybody that I've got 2 things he did not have. I've got the microphone and I've got the podium. Then he openly chided me in front of everybody at this morning ceremony saying I took 8 minutes. And there was a subtle threat associated with that, for which I accept as a particular kind of challenge. Thank you, Larry. I'm proud to be a graduate of the Florida Gateway College physical therapist assistant program. I laugh because so many people are shocked that I would go from being an attorney to what they thought was humbling myself to become a licensed physical therapist assistant. I have to say that outside, afterwards, I overheard somebody asking another person, "Do you think they disbarred him?" No, they did not. I am still a card-carrying member of the Florida Bar. That was funny. The reason was very simple, and you may face this in your career. The practice of law for 20 years was a blast. No, let me rephrase that. 17 years, I had a ball. It was enjoyable, it was fun, it was challenging. One day after 17 years, I was driving to work and realized that I had to have a conference with an attorney on the other side who was far smarter than I was. Not as wise, perhaps, but far smarter. And I realized that, Brian, you just don't enjoy this anymore. So this college offered me the change. My loving spouse offered me the opportunity to come and work with her full time. And after 3 months, I realized that, Brian, you are so in over your head, you have no idea what your wife is talking about. And we agreed that I would come here to study so I would be able to run this business. Came here, and Dr. Guzman and Dr. Givens, in anatomy and physiology and physics, respectively, gave me the first B's I had had in 30 years. I realized at that point that it was time to put my big pants on, stick my nose in the books, and struggle my way all the way to the summa cum laude status. I don't say summa cum laude out of conceit. I want everyone to understand that. I'm still surprised that I was able to pull it off. But I knew myself. I knew, and I know, I was not the smartest student, certainly not the smartest student in that class. I knew as an attorney, I was not the smartest attorney in my area of law. But the lesson here is to know yourselves, know your strengths, and know your weaknesses. From that knowledge comes incredible strength. And I think if you do that, then you're going to see a lot of success in your lifetime. But congratulations on your achievement. Today is your day. After spending many grueling days and nights, some of you have learned skills to go straight into the workplace. Others, you're moving on to other areas of higher education. I respect both tracks. Either path takes you to the working world. So if you worked hard to get here, and I have no doubt that you did, you have now earned the right to work even harder to make your mark, whatever you want that mark to be. In your career, I hope that every one of you can achieve your goals and perhaps even your dreams. In the business world, we call a dream a goal without a deadline. I want you to listen to this. A dream is a goal without a deadline. Anybody here ever put off studying for that exam until the very night before? Anybody ever write that book report on the last night before it was due? Anybody? No one's raising their hand. Everybody here is nobody really? Okay, thank you so much for your honesty. Wow, you must have been a horrible student. Oh my gosh. Set your goals down, write them down, because if you don't, it is nothing but a dream, and you will end up giving your lifetime to achieve that dream. That dream then becomes, later in life, a pipe dream that's served with heaping bowlfuls of regret. Along the way, you're going to meet forces. You're going to meet enemies that will attempt to throw you off the track, throw you off the pursuit of your goals. I'll tell you now, don't ever let that make you. Don't ever let them make you back down. Use it as an incentive to work even harder, to prove to those enemies that you are going to do what you said you were going to do. Winston Churchill was Prime Minister of England as the superior Nazi forces were lined up on his country's border. After the war, he was quoted famously as saying, "Never give in. Never, 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 never give in to small loss, greater small, larger petty. Never give in except to convictions of honor and good sense. Never yield to force. Never yield to the apparently overwhelming might of the enemy. That was part of a graduation speech to his high school alma mater a year after England drove the Nazi forces out of their country. He spoke of a foreign enemy. However, the enemy can be temptation of every sort. Friends, even family, sometimes in your face, sometimes subtle, sometimes completely invisible. As a young boy on the coast, I had a great life. It's kind of a Huck Finn, Tom Sawyer sort of life. I grew up on a saltwater bay. Caught every type of fish imaginable. Caught shrimp, caught crab, blue crabs. My brother taught me how to do all of it. And he pointed out something very interesting, very kind of comical to me. As you're catching crabs, you start filling your bucket with crabs. There's always going to be one blue crab that's able to put his claw up, get a hold on something, start pulling himself out of that bucket. All the rest of the crabs in the bucket say, "Oh, no, you don't," and they pull that crab right down back to their comfort level. People are not going to always intentionally try to take you away from your goals or your dreams. They do so because sometimes it makes them uncomfortable because they were still eating out of that heaping bowl full of regret. More often I've found, I think Churchill would probably agree with me, the greatest enemy of all is ourselves. Vanity, envy, anger, compulsion, addiction. The worst perhaps is self-doubt, and it can lead to all the rest. Aristotle, Socrates, or Plato, they don't really know who said it. The beginning of wisdom is to know thyself. Wisdom then comes from knowing our strengths and our weaknesses. And there's no shame in knowing both of those. There's no shame in admitting to yourself that you're imperfect. There's no shame in admitting to yourself that you have certain talents either. Years of being told that we are special certainly doesn't help. Years of looking away from the person in the mirror, which is a hard view to take. Sometimes you have to look in the mirror, I would say, sometimes, say, "Brian, boy, you really suck. You really do." Sometimes you look in the mirror and go, "Brian, what were you thinking? That was the dumbest thing that ever came out of your mouth. You're an idiot." But you learn from those experiences that gain you wisdom. And special, folks, there are 7.5 billion people on the face of this earth. Myself, I'm not special. Nobody in this room, on this podium, on this stage, none of your professors, none of your teachers believe that they are special. They might feel accomplished, and good for them. They deserve that. They've earned that. But not special. But they will leave here today to continue to do special things, such as making your lives better and enriching you as the students. Looking in the mirror daily, I know I'm not special just because I was born and because I breathe fresh air. However, I like to think that I have done special things with my life. For my clients as an attorney, for my patients as a physical therapist assistant, for my family as a husband, and for my fellow man. Now, is there a Riley Howell present? Anybody named Riley Howell here? No? Does anybody know who he is? Anybody? Okay, one person. Wow. Well, obviously then, Riley Howell is not a special person. Must not be. Nobody knows who he is. He was the University, North Carolina, Charlotte, 6 o'clock p.m., anthropology. Shooter comes in the door. Riley Howell rushed the shooter, knocked him off of his feet, took a fatal bullet in the process, but saved every other member of his class. Riley Howell was not a special person, yet Riley Howell did something immensely special for which he will always be remembered. So getting back now to knowing oneself. Ask a wise person if they've made mistakes in this lifetime. They will answer you, when have I not made them? Ask if they have any weaknesses. They may say, so many that I've lost count. Again, look into the mirror and know thyself. Because I put to you that to deny knowledge of you is to yield to the overwhelming might of that enemy known as me. Bring this full circle. When the celebration is over and tomorrow comes, I challenge you to look in that mirror and start getting a better understanding of yourself. Know yourself, your strengths, your weaknesses, and set your goals accordingly, because those goals will be different if you know your true self. And then set off passionately to make a difference in whatever job or field that's important to you. And although none of us is special, as I have described it, each and every one of you and us is uniquely positioned and made in this lifetime to do a lifetime of special things. Know who you are. Go out and make a difference. The power's in your hands. Thank you for having me.
All right, good afternoon. No, it's after lunchtime and everyone wants to celebrate, so I'll make this brief. Good afternoon. Welcome parents, grandparents, family, friends, faculty, staff, trustees, and especially our graduates to the 2019 spring commencement. John, what a motivational speech. What a wonderful act to bring students with you today to your graduation and try to inspire them to go on to college. It brings back a lot of emotion and memories to me as a faculty member at my community college, motivated me towards success in a college career many years ago when I had a full head of hair, I guess. I look forward to seeing those students at FGC down the road. Brian, your path towards your degree at FGC and your wonderful career is certainly a unique and a special one. Graduates, every one of your paths most likely will be different and unique. So do not think of your next steps after graduation as a cookie cutter. I want to acknowledge at this ceremony our great FGC faculty. Our graduates that go on to universities in Florida are very successful. Over the past 7 years, FGC graduates have an average GPA of 3.1 at the university they go to, which compares exactly to the 3.1 GPA average of the university students that started as freshmen at that university. For those past 7 years, FGC graduates' GPA is between first and third each year of all the transfer students in the 28 state community colleges. That's 800,000 students. That's impressive. We have fabulous students, but without the faculty, staff, the graduates would never have achieved this. Graduates, please join me in acknowledging our faculty. I also want to acknowledge the family and friends of all the graduates today. Without your support, this day for our graduates would never have happened. FGC's current slogan is, quote, "Go further together," unquote. With the collective support of everyone in this building today, in your lives, graduates, I am certain you will go further together. I'd also like to acknowledge any veteran graduates we have with us today. If our veteran graduates will please stand and be recognized, please stand. They're wearing the red, white, and blue cause. Please remain standing. I'd also like to recognize any other veterans we have in our audience today. Please stand and be recognized in the audience. I know there's many. Thank you for your service to this country that allows events like this to take place every day in America. Please be seated. Other students graduating today are represented by cords and sashes, such as the white cords that represent our dual enrollment students, and the gold sashes and gold tassels represent Phi Theta Kappa students. Nursing students that have demonstrated leadership positions in the National Student Association will wear gold, teal, and purple intertwined honor cords. Students with a 3.33 to 3.49 average are awarded cum laude, meaning with praise or with honor. Magna cum laude, meaning with great honor, is awarded to graduates with a GPA of 3.50 to 3.74. The highest level of distinction is summa cum laude, with a grade point average of 3.75 to a 4.0 average. Today's graduating class consists of over 630 graduates. 47% of those students are earning an Associate Arts degree, which earned it this morning. 24% are earning an associate's in science degree. 22% of our graduates are earning a certificate, and 6% are earning a bachelor's degree. Our youngest graduate is 16, and our oldest graduate is 67. Pretty impressive. 9%, or approximately 59 students of this graduating class, are currently dual enrollment students, meaning they are still in high school and graduating with their associate's degree before receiving their high school diploma. 65% of our graduates come from our 5 district counties of Dixie, Columbia, Baker, Union, and Gilchrist counties. 10% of our graduates are from Suwannee County, and 3% are from Alachua. Graduates, I always try to convey a mention that you will remember for many years. But as a realist and someone who does not remember his own college graduation speaker's message, I know that is difficult and almost impossible. But these are my thoughts to you. How many of you seen the Avenger movies? This week, the movie came out, The Avengers, The Endgame. Now, this is not on my speech. My son called me about 10 minutes before this graduation ceremony and said, "Dad, did you really say that in the morning ceremony?" I said, "What did I say?" "That you gave away who died in the Avengers last movie." And I said, "No, I did not. I just confirmed somebody yelling it in the audience." So it's hit social media, about 1,100 followers, and I'm pretty upset about it, but because I don't want to be known for your graduation, spoiler alert, by president of the college. So I just want to let you all be clarified on that. It is a culmination, the end game is the culmination of 22 Avenger and superhero movies over the past 20 years. I'm not going to get into the details of the movie or the series, but I briefly want to highlight 4 characters of those movies. There's Captain America with his military background and shield, but his expertise is in planning and strategy and is key to the Avengers. There is also a Black Widow, known for her agility and her ability to find out challenges and opportunities that work against the villains. There's also Iron Man, a scientist and engineer who developed state-of-the-art technology to utilize for the world against those bad guys. There's also Black Panther, who is has unbelievable stamina and is an expert in physics and innovation. There are many other characters of the movies, but I just mentioned those characters that I believe embody what you need to have or need to develop after today's graduation. Graduation and graduates, in my mind, you are truly superheroes. But that's not the main message I want to convey. The message I want to tell you is one of hard work, flexibility, planning, strategy, intellectual capabilities, both book and street smarts, and utilization of technology. The characters of the Avenger movies all have these strengths. So graduates, we at FGC have provided you with sound, great foundation to transfer to a 4-year university or work for a credential such as those graduating in many of the occupational fields you are today. FGC, I believe, has provided you the book smarts in the areas you've taken classes in and wanted to emphasize on. We have taught you graduation is earned, the hard work part of the equation. Throughout your life, you will continue to learn and change in how you plan, strategize, and hopefully become flexible and understanding of life's complexities. So in conclusion, so similar to the movie, what is your FGC end game? We constantly are hearing the word in society, quote, activation, unquote, when we buy a new cell phone, electronic device, or credit or debit card. Activation, according to the dictionary, is to make something active or operative. I would encourage all of you today to activate your end game once you graduate. Consider putting all these strengths I've mentioned together, your smarts, both street and book, perseverance, stamina, flexibility, and utilize technology, and utilize that technology with all of these strengths for your future. Everyone, and I mean everyone in this gym, will be looking forward to seeing the outcomes of your end game. Have a wonderful day and a joyful and blessed life. Thank you. Now is the time you've been waiting for, not listening to an old bald guy. It's just conferring of the degrees. So we'll begin this. Will the candidates of the Associate of Science, Applied Technology Diploma, and certificates please rise? Ladies and gentlemen, these candidates have met the requirements for their degree, diploma, or certificates as presented by the Florida College System, the Board of Trustees of Florida Gateway College, and the faculty of Florida Gateway College. As president, I hereby confer upon you, students, the degree, diploma, or certificate of your area of study, including all the privileges, rights, and responsibilities as defined by that degree.
Will the graduates please be seated until your row is called forward? Gina Marie Fletcher, Associate in Science, Nursing. Kimberly A. Honor, Associate in Science, Nursing. Wanda E. Rosario Lopez, Associate in Science, Nursing, magna cum laude. Amy Renee Smith, Associate in Science, Nursing. Melissa K. Flint, Associate in Science, Nursing. John Littleton Cole, Certificate, Advanced Certificate in Horticulture, Certificate Horticulture. Justin Eugene Deal, Associate in Science, Nursing, cum laude. William Jackson Stutz, Associate in Science, Nursing, Associate in Arts, magna cum laude. David Earl Knowles, Associate in Science, Nursing. Charlotte Lillian Beardsley, Associate in Science, Nursing. Sabrina Latasha Ruiz, Associate in Science, Nursing. Marjorie Claudia Peck, Associate in Science, Nursing. Tawan Consuelo Hope, Associate in Science, Nursing. Amber Nicole Harvin, Associate in Science, Nursing. Robin J. Howell, Associate in Science, Nursing. Ashley Denise Shoup, Associate in Science, Nursing. Brooke Marie Fowler, Associate in Science, Nursing. Emma Ray Driggers, Associate in Science, Nursing. Ashley Nicole Dubose, Associate in Science, Nursing. Darian Andrew Linder, Associate in Science, Nursing. Alexis Nicole Robson, Associate in Science, Nursing, magna cum laude. Dejanique Lachey Mitchell, Associate in Science, Nursing. Tyler Burt, Associate in Science, Nursing. Ashton Sage Matthews, Associate in Science, Nursing. Jory L. Waddle, Associate in Science, Nursing. Rebecca Jean Lee, Associate in Science, Nursing. Taylor Danielle Beach, Associate in Science, Nursing. Heather K. Gunter, Associate in Science, Criminal Justice Technology. Carrie Elizabeth Browning, Associate in Science, Nursing, cum laude. Amber Nicole Whitehead, Associate in Science, Nursing. Antoinette Hazel Morris, Associate in Science, Nursing. Alexis Marie Wendell, Associate in Science, Nursing, cum laude. Jacqueline Marie Palmer, Associate in Science, Nursing. Ashley Nicole Wheeler, Associate in Science, Nursing. Victoria Abigail Cade, Associate in Science, Nursing. Lauren Rains, Associate in Science, Nursing. Julia Hope Canto, Associate in Science, Nursing. Elena Caitlin Johnston, Associate in Science, Nursing. Shelby C. Ennis, Certificate, Medical Assisting. Elizabeth G. Waters, Applied Technology Diploma, Medical Coder Biller. Micah Cheyenne Rutter, Certificate, Cosmetology. Samaya Faith Kephart, Certificate, Cosmetology. Takira Shamaya Cromarty, Certificate, Cosmetology. Selena Shea Gonzalez, Certificate, Cosmetology. Jordan K. Schuler, Certificate, Cosmetology. Colby Lynn Craig, Certificate, Cosmetology. Haley Beth Smith, Certificate, Cosmetology. Michaela Nicole Flake, Certificate, Cosmetology. Alicia Danielle Prince, Certificate, Cosmetology. William Larry Clark, Certificate, Commercial Heating and Air Conditioning Technology. Gweline Felix Jibogo, Certificate, Child Care Center Management. Alyssa Brianne Bivens, Certificate, Cosmetology. Ashley Miranda Dinkins, Associate in Science, Nursing. Haley Nicole Cruz, Associate in Science, Nursing, cum laude. Hannah Lynn Wilkerson, Associate in Science, Nursing. Keltney Grace Davis, Associate in Science, Nursing. Lazara Adianis Perez Gomez, Associate in Science, Nursing. Joletta Faye Summers, Associate in Science, Nursing, magna cum laude. Isabella Holloway, Certificate, Computer Office Specialist with Programming. Alicia Catherine Robinson, Associate in Science, Nursing, cum laude. Madison Nab Stone, Associate in Science, Nursing. Octavia Nicole Jessica Box, Associate in Arts, Associate in Science, Nursing. Kyla Marie Dawson, Associate in Science, Nursing. Courtney Marie Stewart, Associate in Science, Nursing. Brittany Nicole Webb, Associate in Science, Nursing, cum laude. Lisa Marie Gay, Associate in Science, Nursing. Lindsay Elaine Eddings, Associate in Science, Nursing. Casey Leah Pennington, Associate in Science, Nursing. Lauren K. Turberville, Associate in Science, Nursing. Tara Nicole Thomas, Associate in Science, Nursing, magna cum laude. Braxton Thomas Norton, Associate in Science, Business Administration, summa cum laude. Dominic Oliver Trimble, Certificate, Advanced Welding Technology. Kimberly Joanne Owens, Associate in Science, Early Childhood Education. Kimberly Deese Andrews, Associate in Science, Nursing, magna cum laude. Nicole Lisa Lanterman, Associate in Science, Nursing. Julie Elaine Nettles, Associate in Science, Nursing. Lexi Michaela Brown, Associate in Science, Nursing. Kayla Inez Nettles, Associate in Science, Nursing. Jackson Logan Horn, Associate in Science, Nursing. Priscilla Simon Jose, Associate in Science, Nursing, cum laude. Maria Oliva Antonella D'Antoni Justiniano, Associate in Science, Nursing. Lindsay Aaron Thomas, Associate in Science, Nursing. Marcy Lynn Thomas, Associate in Science, Health Information Technology, Applied Technology Diploma, Medical Kohler Biller. Jessie Catherine Wessner, Associate in Science, Health Information Technology, Applied Technology Diploma, Medical Coder Biller, magna cum laude. Tashana Weir, Associate in Science, Health Information Technology, Applied Technology Diploma, Medical Coder Biller, summa cum laude. Daniel Wesley Mack, Associate in Science, Business Administration. Anthony McGregory Britt Jr., Associate in Science, Graphic Design Technology, cum laude. Sarah Renee Thormundson, Associate in Science, Early Childhood Education. Casey Alexis McQuay, Associate in Science, Early Childhood Education, Certificate, Preschool Specialization. Dixie Caroline Donnelly, Associate in Science, Graphic Design Technology, Certificate, Graphic Design Production, summa cum laude. April Lynn Peterson, Certificate, Cosmetology. Donald A. Poole, Certificate, Cosmetology. Shelby McAlvin, Certificate, Cosmetology. Skylar Pillars, Certificate, Cosmetology. Anaya Altamise Demerit Jones, Certificate, Cosmetology. Jadavian Jaquel Scott, Certificate, Cosmetology. Kanisha Sierra Givens, Certificate, Cosmetology. Tatiana Terrion Anderson, Associate in Science, Nursing.
Graduates, the time you've been waiting for, please stand. Graduates, please move your tassels from your right side to your left side. Ladies and gentlemen, the spring graduating class of 2019. This concludes the 2019 spring graduation. I would ask the audience to please remain standing and wait till all the graduates and faculty have exited. Have a wonderful and blessed day.